Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all doing good in this lockdown and utilizing your time in watching web series and movies. So today here we are going to have our first lecture. This is a trial lecture. I just want to start these lectures on online platform and I want you to listen to this lecture properly, slowly, and give me your feedback in the comment section. This lecture is basically for introduction of the syllabus of the paper 4 of your semester 5. I am going to teach you this paper in this semester. Until we start with the offline lectures, we are going to have or we are going to communicate through this medium. This is a one-way thing, but I want you to give your feedback in the comment, or you can just ask me the queries, whatever you come across. What is the size of this syllabus or this paper? Now, like all other papers, this year you'll be having 4 units in each paper. So there are 4 units. Each unit will have on an average 3 topics. So there will be around 4 units and 12 major topics. Each topic will have around 4 to 5 subtopics. So altogether there will be around 48 total topics what you have to study through. The practical part of this paper is very good. There are only 7 practicals in this paper, out of which there are only 2 performing practicals. These performing practicals are lab practicals and you don't have to do any experiments. It's only a performing practical related to developmental biology or embryology. So 7 practicals, only 2 performing, means rest of the 5 are only identification or observation. Moving ahead, what are the major topics which we are going to come across in this paper? This paper deals with the comparative of vertebrate, especially and only about vertebrate. There are no studies about invertebrates. So what we are going to deal over here is the first unit, that is integumentary systems and derivatives of vertebrates. I will be telling you what are integumentary systems and what do you mean by derivatives. And then the second is human osteology. It's specifically about humans only. In case of vertebrates also, only humans. The third unit is muscles of long bones of human limbs. Again, a specific unit only related to human musculatures. And the last, the fourth unit, is developmental biology of chick. Developmental biology or embryology of chicken or birds or aves, only about it. So these kind of topics are there, major topics, and these are related specifically to certain animals and certain groups of animals. So although these are related to certain groups of animals, but there are different subtopics in them. So we have total 48 subtopics, and till now what we have seen, the kind of questions asked on this paper are very direct. There are no analytical questions in this kind of paper. They ask you a direct question. Some of the topics, they are major topics, some of them are smaller topics. So major topics make a bigger question of 8 marks, whereas the smaller topics, they may be asked you for 4 marks short notes. So let's see one by one what are these topics deal with. The first unit, integumentary system. Integument over here is related to the outer layer of the body, or we call it as the skin in general, the largest organ of our body. Integumentary system and the derivatives. Now when we see at the derivatives, this means those are originated from the integument. So what are the derivatives and what we are going to learn in this? So the basic objective of this unit is to introduce you to different integumentary structure or derivatives or the different types of structures or organs or part of your body which are originated from your skin, and in case of different vertebrates. Now this is a very comparative type of unit. We have to see different derivatives, skin derivatives or integumentary derivatives in different types of vertebrate animals. So vertebrate animals means right from Pisces, amphibia, reptilia, apes and mammals. So these 5 classes are there. So we are going to deal with that. And the first unit or the first topic of this unit is basic structure of integument. What is the basic structure of skin comprises of? 2 layers, epidermis and dermis, which layer has which type of cell, what is the role of this layer, what are the specific characteristic of a specific layer. These are the things which we are going to deal with this in this topic. Then we have epidermal derivatives of vertebrates. Now there are two layers, epidermis and dermis. So what are the derivatives, or which type of organs are derived from epidermis and which type of organs are derived from dermis. So there are two types of different derivatives, because one originates from epidermis, the other originates from dermis. And one more topic over here is special derivatives of integument. Some of the derivatives are very special, found in specific animals in some of the classes. For example, the poison glands which are found in toads of amphibians. Toads means these are like frogs, but they don't leap, they crawl. So some of the specific special organ like those poison glands of toad, warts of toad, or we can say in case of birds, those scales. So these are certain special derivatives of integument. We are going to deal with this type of organs or special organs. So what are the integumentary derivatives? Say for example, hairs are integumentary derivatives. Mammals, a mane of a lion are basically hair, or fur we can say, are integumentary derivatives. Horns are integumentary derivatives. Yes, they are integumentary derivatives, they are not skeletal. They are integumentary, means they are originating from your epidermis. So some of them are horns, some of them are unbranched, some of them are branched, some of them are spiral, some of them are pointed. So different types of horns we come across. Hoofs are seen in case of ungulates. Hoofs are also integumentary derivative. Your nails, yeah, in case of mammals, some of the mammals have hooves, some of the mammals have nails. Or say for example claws, some of them have claws instead of nails. If they are large and curved, they are called as claws. If they are flat, they are called as nails. Or we have feathers in case of birds. There are different types of feathers. Some feathers are used for covering the body. Some feathers are used for flight mechanism. Some of the flightless birds also show presence of feathers. Feathers are basically the characteristic of birds. And then we have beaks. Yes, beaks are also the integumentary derivative. There are different types of beaks in different types of birds. Teeth are also integumentary derivative. Now for this unit, which type of books can you refer? One book which you can refer is Corded Zoology by P.S. Verma and Jordan. This is a very simple book. It has a very simple language, very easy language to understand. As well as one more book is Vertebrate Zoology by R.L. Kotpal. These two books are sufficient enough. This can be considered as a textbook for this paper. There are other books also which you can refer. Okay, now the second unit is about human osteology. Now human osteology is basically study of human skeleton or human bones. Now human bones, what we are going to deal with this in this unit is, we have objective of that the student should be familiar to, or the student should learn about different types of bones of human skeleton, their structure, their composition, what are the different types of cells involved in formation of bone, what happens when a bone fractures, how it repairs itself, or we call it as a regeneration of bone, and the function of the bones. So you will be understanding the structure, the types and function of human skeleton. The book which you can refer is Textbook of Human Osteology by Singh Inderbil. This is a very simple book. You can find this on Amazon at it costs around 349 rupees. There are other books also like Tim and White Human Osteology, but that will be around 5,000 rupees, and that will be too costly for you. Other than that, I'll be providing you some material for it also. Okay, so don't worry about it. The third unit is about long bones, muscles of human limbs. Now, human limbs means hands and legs. So we'll be dealing only the muscles of hands and legs. The hands means the bicep, tricep muscles, some of the muscles of the shoulder region, the forearm muscles, the wrist muscles, and the legs means the muscles from the thigh region, that too anterior thigh region, posterior thigh region, the calf muscle, and the feet muscle. So once we are done with the osteology, means once you understand the proper skeleton, proper structure of each bone, because musculature and osteology are interconnected, because once you have to understand the muscle, you have to also understand the point of attachment of the muscle. So if you don't have any knowledge about where the muscle attaches to which part of the bone, you can't understand how the muscle functions. So there are different types of muscles. Some muscles are contractor muscles, some are extensor muscles, some muscles are long muscles, some of them have two heads, some of them have three headed, some of them have single headed. So there are different types of muscles, some are very long, some are very short. So different types of muscles, but only we are going to deal with the muscles of the hand and the legs. So this unit is a very interesting unit because you will be dealing with those muscles, means we will have seen those muscles, but we never know what is the name of those muscles. So objective of this unit will be to make you aware about those long limb muscles in the body movement, how they are arranged, how they function, and to study what type of injuries they can go through and certain syndromes. Questions are never asked on this topic, injuries and syndromes of muscles, but they are always asked on the structure and function of a specific muscle. So the unit is also divided into two: muscles of the upper arm and muscles of the lower arm, muscles of the upper leg and those muscles of the lower leg. So once you are able to get to osteology, studying musculature won't be a big deal. The fourth unit is developmental biology of chick. This unit is also known as embryology or study of embryo, development of embryo. How a chicken embryo in the egg develops. Now if you see this picture, here's an embryo, a developing embryo, quite a grown developed embryo. The yellow color thing what you see over here is the yolk, and the red color blood vessels are the yolk vessels or vitelline vessels which are responsible for supplying food to the developing embryo. Now this unit deals only with development of chick embryo and no other embryos, but we also come across certain terms and definitions which we have to understand first of all to grasp, because see, if you look at this body of an embryo, there's eye, formation of eye has happened, formation of brain has happened, formation of beak has happened, formation of limbs have happened. So there's different organs which have developed. So differentiation, formation of brain or neurulation, formation of cardiac muscle, formation of blood. So different types of organs have developed, and for that, first of all, you have to understand different terms and different principles of embryology. So we'll be dealing with that. And what to read for this unit? There are books like Developmental Biology by Gilbert. We also have Pattern Development of Chick. Some of the those books like the Kotpal and Jordan Verma, those also have a small topic or small part or a portion of developmental biology of chicken. Especially Kotpal will give you development of chicken, development of frog, every comparative account of different animals development. So we can use that book as well. So some important instructions which I would like to give you regarding this topic. First of all, this paper, first of all, see, this is a very comparative, this paper involves a lot of diagrams, So when we are going through this video, I'll be giving you a video every time when we are dealing with a new topic. I would like you all to have a notebook in your hand along with a pen and take down notes, right? Although the video will be there, you can watch it again and again, no problem with that. But if you take a note in your notebook, it will remain with you. So while you are revising, you can go through those notes, those points. So jot down those points whenever I am giving you, or whenever you are viewing the lecture or the video. So take important points, note down the important points. For this paper, there are lots and lots of diagrams. So first unit, second, third, fourth. All the 4 units comprise of lots of diagrams. For that, you have to make a separate drawing book. It would be good if you make a separate drawing book and practice those diagrams, because in your paper, in the paper, diagrams will give you or fetch you good marks. So I would like you all to have a separate drawing book for diagrams specially. It would be better if you make those diagrams and if you keep practicing those diagrams again and again. So it can increase your speed. Okay. Now we'll keep the approach of our online lecture will be exam oriented. What type of topic could be asked, or which type of question, and how to approach that question, how to make an answer for a specific weightage. So if it's an 8-mark question, how to write down what all points should be there, what will be the flow of the answer for a specific topic, and then whatever new information you get about that topic, it would be better if you share that information with the group, means all your classmates, because at this time, if one of you get a specific note or a book, it may not be possible that we would be meeting again and again. I don't know when we are going to open up. But then, if you share using a Google Classroom platform or any other platform you like, it would be better for us to have the information. So again, I would like you to give your feedback, how you like it. We will follow a simple method. I'll be giving you a video. You can watch the video, uh, note down the points, note down the queries, and we can have a session on Google Classroom or a Zoom meeting, and then we can clarify those doubts or queries in that lecture. I'll be giving you or providing you certain notes on the classroom platform, but if we practice that flow, that after my video, if you can, we can have a discussion session in the classroom. That would be better to have an interactive, or that would be better for me to get a live feedback from you. All right, students. So this was the first video. Now the second video will be the first lecture of the unit 1. We'll be starting with basic structures of integument. Okay, students, all the best, and keep your keep safe hygiene and safe distance, so maintain social distancing, and be home, be safe. Thank you all.